Imagine waking up one morning and feeling like your knees are grinding against sandpaper. Every step hurts. Every bend burns. Millions of people across the world, especially those over 50, know exactly what I mean. That stiffness in the morning, that dull ache after walking, that sharp sting in your fingers when you try to open a jar. Hi, I'm Dr. Jonathan Miles, and today we're diving into something that could change your life: plant-based proteins. Yes, not just food, but natural medicine, hidden in your kitchen. You see, behind every bite we take is either a trigger or a healer, and for people living with arthritis or chronic inflammation, this choice is critical. Recent studies from the National Institute of Health have shown a strong link between diet and joint pain, especially when it comes to plant-based proteins, the kind that fight inflammation, reduce stiffness, and help you move like yourself again. So in today's episode, we're counting down the top 5 most powerful plant-based proteins for arthritis relief. Each one backed by science, loved by the body, and easy to find. And if you're tired of depending on pills every day, or worried about the long-term effects of strong medications, this video is for you. Let me take you back to a moment in my clinic not long ago. Her name was Mrs. Agnes, a retired teacher in her mid-60s. Graceful, gentle, but when she walked into my office that morning, she wasn't herself. She limped in slowly, gripping her knee with both hands like she was holding something fragile. Her face was tired. Her fingers were stiff and swollen. She looked at me and said, "Doctor, I used to walk to the market every Saturday. Now I can barely make it to my kitchen without pain." That's when I introduced her to something simple, something natural, something powerful. Lentils. Because sometimes the most powerful remedies aren't hidden in a lab or a fancy bottle. They're hidden in plain sight right on our plates. Lentils are rich in plant-based protein, but they also contain polyphenols, magnesium, and fiber, all of which are known for their anti-inflammatory effects. In fact, a 2021 study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism found that regular consumption of lentils reduced markers of inflammation in arthritis patients by nearly 30% over a 12-week period. They work in several ways. Protein repairs tissue, especially the soft tissues around your joints. Magnesium relaxes stiff muscles and improves nerve signals. Polyphenols act like natural painkillers, calming swelling. Fiber helps reduce C-reactive protein, CRP, a key marker of inflammation. And here's something even more interesting. Lentils don't spike your blood sugar. Unlike many animal-based proteins, they have a low glycemic index, meaning your body gets energy slowly without triggering inflammation spikes. You don't need fancy recipes. All you need is a pot, water, and a handful of lentils. Try lentil soup with turmeric, garlic, and carrots. A warm lentil salad with olive oil, spinach, and lemon. Or even lentil porridge for breakfast with cinnamon and ginger. Start small, half a cup daily. Within weeks, you'll notice your digestion improving, your energy levels rising, and yes, your joints thanking you. If this part of the story reminds you of someone you care about, don't keep it to yourself. Share this with them. You could be the reason they walk easier tomorrow. It was a Sunday afternoon, and I was speaking at a wellness seminar. After my talk on inflammation, a woman named Esther came up to me, holding her phone. "Doctor," she said, "I saw a video online about chia seeds, but do they really work, or is it just hype?" She looked desperate, the kind of desperate that only someone living with chronic joint pain understands. So I smiled and said, "Esther, let me tell you a story that's 500 years old. Chia seeds may seem trendy today, but they've been around for centuries. The Aztecs and Mayans didn't just eat them, they worshipped them. Warriors carried them on long journeys, not just for energy, but for endurance and healing. Modern science is finally catching up. Chia seeds are packed with alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a powerful plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. And omega-3s are well known for their ability to reduce inflammation, especially in people with rheumatoid arthritis and osteoarthritis. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Rheumatology showed that patients who added plant-based omega-3s to their diets experienced significantly reduced joint tenderness and stiffness in just 8 weeks. Chia seeds are also high in fiber, rich in antioxidants, loaded with calcium, zinc, and magnesium. Chia gel water in the morning. Chia smoothies with banana, spinach, turmeric. Chia porridge with oats, cinnamon, and honey. The key is consistency. Every healthy choice builds momentum. I called Esther 3 weeks after the seminar. Her voice was brighter. "Doctor, I've been having chia gel every morning. I still feel some stiffness, but it's not like before. I can close my fists again." If you're still watching, you clearly believe in the healing power of food. Let's keep learning together. Stay with me till the end. He was 72, a retired civil servant, strong spirit, sharp mind, but his body was slowing down. "I feel like my knees betray me," he said during one of our consultations. "I want to play with my grandkids, but even sitting on the floor is a struggle." That day, I gave him something unexpected. Not a painkiller, not a prescription. Just a cup of quinoa. Quinoa isn't like most grains. It's actually a seed, and it's one of the few plant-based sources that's a complete protein containing all 9 essential amino acids. A study in the Journal of Functional Foods, 2020, showed that quinoa significantly lowered levels of TNF-alpha, a key inflammatory molecule linked to joint pain and autoimmune issues like rheumatoid arthritis. Quinoa is high in protein, rich in magnesium and manganese, packed with quercetin, a powerful antioxidant, gluten-free. Quinoa breakfast bowls, stir-fried quinoa and veggies, quinoa soup. Always rinse before cooking to remove saponins. Mr. Peter came back with his granddaughter. I helped her build a toy house this morning, on the floor. If stories like this give you hope, please leave a comment. It helps others see what's possible with natural healing. Let me tell you about Mr. Joseph, a 60-year-old former athlete. "I can't even lift my coffee mug without pain in my wrist," he whispered. "How did I go from winning medals to struggling with a spoon?" I gave him peas. Green peas are medicine in disguise. They contain plant-based protein, vitamin K, coumestrol, an inflammation-fighting compound, fiber and antioxidants. A study in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who consumed legume-based proteins like peas regularly had a 20-25% lower risk of inflammatory flare-ups. Mashed pea spread, pea soup with ginger and carrots, stir-fried peas and onions. "Mr. Joseph?" "Still a little sore," he said. "But I can write again." I even signed birthday cards for my grandchildren last week. If you're learning something new today, make sure you're subscribed. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Healing doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes the most powerful remedies whisper. And nothing whispers healing quite like pumpkin seeds. Mrs. Kemi, a mother of 4, said, "It's in my fingers. I can't even braid my daughter's hair anymore without pain." I gave her a handful of pumpkin seeds and a plan. Pumpkin seeds are rich in magnesium, zinc, omega-3s, tryptophan. A 2020 study in biomedicine pharmacotherapy found that pumpkin seed oil reduced inflammatory markers and improved joint function with fewer side effects than standard NSAIDs. Delta-7-stearin helps slow cartilage degeneration. Toast them with turmeric, blend into smoothies, or drizzle pumpkin seed oil over salads. 6 weeks later, Kemi sent me a photo. She was braiding her daughter's hair. I cried, she wrote. Not from pain, from joy. If this gave you a little spark of belief, drop a comment right now that says, "Food is my medicine." You might inspire someone who's just beginning their journey. You don't have to sit back and accept pain. You can fight back not with fear, but with food. Because your body is not broken. It's just waiting to be fed the right way. If this has helped you in any way, comment, subscribe, and share to your friends and loved ones.